I can't believe that this is my last show. Oh, it seems like just yesterday I got started. Oh, well, on to today's show. Topics for today's show. Let's see. I've always wanted to have a show with different people and different views. No, scratch that. Somebody already does that. Um, I've always wanted to have a show where people. No. What could I talk about from my last show? Maybe I could talk. No. Gosh. What if this didn't have to be my last show? What if this was just a season finale instead of a series finale? Yeah. So this is my season finale. It's my big season finale. And you're going to love it. I'll be back next season and you'll love it. Ah! It's the Ian Hairston Show. Ian Hairston Show. Entertainment on the go. For everyone you know. It's the Ian Hairston Show. Hello. Hey. All right. All right, everybody. Welcome to the Ian Hairston Show. I'm your host, Ian Hairston, and welcome to today's show. We have a special panel for you today to talk about our full season and all that jazz. Hello, Raheem. How are you doing?
Doing great. Doing real good.
Hello, Valerie. How are you doing?
How are you?
Little Black Monster. How are you doing?
He got the gremlin face on. He's ready.
Yeah, he's ready. He's ready. We're gonna go ahead and start with our first topic. You know, earlier this season I talked about sex appeal and what it was, and what it meant to our society and that sort of thing. Revisiting the topic like I said I would. So, do you guys have any input on sex appeal? What is sexiness? What makes people sexy? Anything like that?
I would personally say basically it has to stem from just the overall mindset of the person.
Okay.
How they view themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much how they are, how confident they are within themselves to
Okay.
really exude that so-called sexiness.
Yeah.
To portray to other people. And I think basically, man, if you just love yourself first and foremost, and you pretty much have a laissez-faire attitude about what everybody else thinks, that kind of builds up your esteem for your sexiness.
Valerie?
I was going to say something similar. Like, confidence is the best thing, because you can have someone who society might not think is attractive or sexy, but if you believe it, you can sell it well, people will believe it too. So.
Like Biggie.
Exactly. Perfect example. Biggie, I mean, he was a talented man, but, a lot of people might not have thought Biggie was the sexiest, but he thought he was, and everyone else did too.
I'm single. All right. Well, as far as sex appeal, I guess the only thing I've learned is that that's not true. You have to be hot in the world, and that's my 2 cents. So
I mean, that helps. I mean, if you already have some of the genetics in your favor. But if not, I mean, because there are a lot of people who, they're wallflowers. They might not get noticed either. So
Yeah, I also think sex appeal doesn't really necessarily goes so much in favor for the physicality of the person. Like you said, you have to get to a point where you don't care about things. Like, I know it's a lot of sexy people who doesn't physically look sexy, but they have sexy attributes of what makes them who they are.
okay.
So it's all in the perspective of, like you said, knowing yourself and just being comfortable within your own skin.
good hygiene helps.
Good hygiene. Good hygiene.
Always.
It's always a positive.
Can't be sexy when you smell like hot trash. It doesn't work.
No, you
Yeah.
cannot. No, you cannot. So for our third show of the season, we had Valerie on, and you talked about being 30.
I did.
Let's take a look at that clip real quick. 30, the 30s, and that sort of thing. Has that changed at all?
It has, because I guess as you build up to 30, you just keep thinking, oh my gosh, so much is going to be expected of me, which it is. But my perception of 30 has changed. Like I said, I feel like I know myself better, know what I want. So I'm happy to be 30.
All right, so any comments on that? Now that you're a few weeks in, or a few months or whatever, however long it's been, how do you feel? Has your viewpoint changed at all? Do you feel better or worse?
Definitely not worse. If anything, just probably better. I mean, every day is a new learning experience about being 30. I can't say I can't say it would be nice to go backwards, but I mean everything is good right now.
I'm not 30
yet.
Yeah. Well, I just didn't know if you. I can feel my body aging every day, and I need some Clinique for Men like ASAP. So if anyone wants to send me some Clinique for Men, I could really use some under eye cream and probably a CC cream as well.
You mean the BB cream?
Not color correction.
Oh, okay.
I feel like my face is like.
Well, I mean that your face is fine.
I just like it could be like a better color.
Then what?
It'd be like more like of one hue. I feel like if I get red, I would just like for my face to be like one night, like my hand. How my hand is just like one color for my face would just be like that. I feel like.
Okay. Guess I've never noticed it.
Okay. On our first show of the season, we talked about tipping and the tipping etiquette and that sort of thing. Let's actually take a look at that clip as well. Mm-hmm. So I come to a restaurant and let's say my meal, my ticket's like $30. Okay, so how much should I be leaving my server?
It really all depends on, not so much of your bill, but so much of how much a person, you interact with your server. And not like what happens in the kitchen or to your food. Like obviously if it's a server error, that's something. Like on a $30 check, I would like to see, like probably $8, $9.
$8, $9. So what are y'all's views on that? Do you tip often? Do you tip at all?
Here's my thing on tipping. Being that I've worked in customer service for a very long time, extensively for at least going on 10 years now. Mm-hmm. Here's the thing. I'm a frugal bastard when it comes to going anywhere. So I am the one who will look at you with a critiquing eye and a fine-tooth comb to see if you're worth the tip that you're worth. And what I mean by that, like, just have to, as a server, you just have to be engaging with whatever tables that come your way. And you have to pay high attention to the detail of the customers that you're serving. That warrants what amount tip that you'll get from me. I had this one person, for example, she was kind of obnoxious, but I understand because I'm a genuine asshole. So, at the end of the day, I go into the Red Fox mode and I actually wrote a tip on the paper.
Yes.
And on the receipt. And I let her know, I was like, look, just to let you know that you're highly obnoxious.
Oh.
And like I'm a straight shooter, so
yeah.
I wrote it down on the paper. I was like, look, you're highly obnoxious, and at the end of the day, I felt like your service could have been a little more better than the service that you gave me. You know what she did? She came back to me and asked what was obnoxious. So, what I'm saying?
Well, she was looking for a critique then. She wanted to know. She wanted to be better.
So. I gave her my honest feedback, and she actually enjoyed the fact that I gave her the honest feedback. It was just kind of funny that she didn't know what the word obnoxious mean, but nonetheless, I still gave her a tip afterwards. It was a funny type of thing. So from an asshole to another asshole, she understood. But I mean, at the end of the day, you only getting a tip of what you're worth in the amount of servitude that you put in.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I definitely agree.
Yeah.
Definitely agree to that.
I can kind of say the same. Like, to me, you'll get a better tip if I feel like your service was, like you really went over, above and beyond what, you had to do. But I always at least leave something. I might give you at least $2. If you came to work today, you didn't necessarily drop my food on the floor, I'll still give you $2. But if you do something like, I mean, if you're giving me a lot of attention, but you're not hounding me, I might tip you more.
Well, this is my whole thing. What about just raising the minimum wage? I mean, is it not like crazy that like waiters and servers, they only get paid like $2 something an hour, and they have like, you have to get those tips or else you can't live.
That's that is retarded if you think about it, because the standard minimum wage in Carolina is what, 7, 8, going on 9 now?
The minimum wage in North Carolina is $7.25. And anyone who thinks they can work 40 hours a week and live on $7.25 or even $8.25 or $9.25, anything less than $10, you're wilding. Even in North Carolina, you're wilding. So, yeah.
We need to pick it for tippers to get tipped through their W-4s instead of at the tables. Then it'll work.
I agree. Well, so on my 4th show, I think, it was my music episode, and I had Prolific on, and I had him on, and I actually sang him a song. So let's take a look at that real quick. Girl, your kiss is like raindrops. Girl, it's all the same. A girl, sometimes when you're around, you make me so angry. I just wanna kill you. I wanna kill you. I wanna kill you. Die. So how much did you guys love my song?
The die though was die. That was interesting.
You never feel like you wanted to kill somebody after you then broke up with them?
Yeah.
Like you just want them.
Not even necessarily if I broke up with them. Like it could be anybody
in general.
Like, yes.
Right.
1,000 deaths. And then wake back up and kill yourself.
Yeah.
I feel your pain.
I have not been in a relationship recently, but I'm just gonna carry all those feelings over from any past relationship I had. So why not? It was a good song. I like my song. It's number 1 on somebody's charts.
Can we do the remix?
Sure. Right now?
Go for it.
Oh, I don't have.
Never mind.
Okay. I was like, oh, I don't have a guitar.
Yeah.
Speaking of music, who's hot right now? As far as the charts are concerned, I think Iggy Azalea is probably having the best summer right now. Her between Fancy and that song she has out with Adriana Grande.
My personal take, because here's the thing, I listen to a lot of underground music.
Okay.
As far as on an underground level, independent underground level, I feel like Currency and the Jet Life.
Okay. Yeah.
Very hot right now. You got Wiz Khalifa and the whole Taylor Gang movement. With Ty Dolla $ign.
Mm-hmm.
What's this guy's name? Chevy Woods. He just signed a couple of new artists and everything. They're doing a lot of touring right now independently. You also got TDE. They're really hot in the streets right now.
I like Schoolboy Q. Funny story. I have a Twitter, as you all may know. You can follow me at @OfficialKingIan. But I have a Twitter, and so I got a message saying that Schoolboy Q is following you. I flipped my lid. I thought Schoolboy Q is following me. Yeah, that's so great. And then I got on there and I realized it was an imposter Schoolboy Q. So right, and that was really whack. So to any of the people out there who have like troll accounts and imposter celebrity accounts, don't do that. That's so lame. Get a life. Have your own account.
That's okay.
So.
We're gonna make sure that that guy gets your song.
What? Who's Schoolboy Q?
No, the fake imposter.
Oh yeah. You have to. Trying to be Schoolboy Q.
You can't be Hoover like that. That doesn't work.
No. So nothing big has happened.
Well, you still got the Donald Sterling thing.
That is, Donald Sterling is still going on. He's an old fart. He's an old racist, and it's a reason why in some cultures they take all their old people and
Just kill them.
Yeah, or put them on a hill somewhere so that they can't pass along those negative views. Now, not saying that all older people are like that, especially not my grandma. But some people,
Here's the thing. I didn't like the fact that here you got one guy's making millions of dollars, and the only thing that he can say on his report is, well, Magic Johnson should be in the same situation he is because he got a lot of women with HIV. Here's the thing. I don't believe Magic has HIV anymore because I don't know any average person who's lived over 25 years with HIV and still has the same amount of weight that he's had.
Yeah,
if not
that's
more.
true.
I'm just saying, don't quote me on that, but
it's
a cure.
Wasn't
somewhere.
it went into remission, didn't it? Like it
That's
wasn't.
what I'm saying.
Like I thought that was a thing. I don't
think
know.
his T cell counts went back up.
That's what it was.
He
yeah.
has an older strain of HIV too.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I read on the back of a spray can on Lysol that it kills HIV. I'm just saying.
Really?
It will.
Lysol?
Yeah.
Yes, Lysol
You just have
kills
to
HIV.
infuse it
well,
into
I
your
guess
body.
that makes sense. Like if you were like cleaning an area, but I don't think that could be like a treatment. Like,
Hey man,
like,
you never know. I'm just saying though.
But it kills it if it's live. Like if blood spilled on this table,
Yeah.
you could. Yeah.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
I mean, type 1, type 2, you never know. I'm just saying, if Lysol can kill it, we can kill it off.
Well, and that goes back to us researching. I didn't get to do this show this season about the legalization of marijuana. We're not going to dive deep into it, but at least for medical research, I think that I think there's not to say that marijuana would cure AIDS, but
I know where you're going with that too.
yeah, it's just I feel like everything in the earth is
It's actually the in the THC, the cannabis in the THC is the actual agent that actually kills off and helps degenerates any type of strain of bad cells in your body. So that's why they don't want us to have it legalized, because if you have it legalized, then nobody will be sick.
right. I wonder if you could do anything with stem cells in that, Valerie.
Like as far as treatment
With stem cells.
If you could specialize them to become T cells, yes, but
But theoretically, that's possible, right?
yeah, because
In theory.
all stem cells they just haven't been differentiated yet, so you can
Right.
turn them into what you want them to be.
For those of y'all who don't know, stem cells are the base cell that turns into whatever kind of cell, whether it's hair or your eyeball or skin or anything like that. Those cells turn into other cells.
I think the only way that you could possibly do that is if that person has their own stem cells saved, you could possibly do that in a lab, but you wouldn't be able to successfully, as far as I'm sure, take somebody else's, because then you'd have to worry about your body rejecting it, things like that. But possibly.
2 words.
Possibly.
Noni juice.
I've heard about noni juice. Noni juice has a lot of healing properties.
Noni juice. It's a Tahitian juice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Something about those islands, man. The small islands.
They know what they're doing.
Hey, man.
Okay.
Just so you know, everyone, this show is being brought to you completely gluten-free today, so.
Yes.
Completely gluten-free.
No soy in my system.
No. Is that what is gluten? Do we know what that is?
It's a sugar.
It is a sugar. That's what I thought. So gluten is like a sugar, and the reason why our bodies don't react well to that stuff anymore is because we've had it for so long, and our bodies are finally rejecting it. It's almost, some people say it's evolution. I don't know if that's if you want to go down that road.
I've also heard that it wasn't something commonly found in the breads that I guess our grandparents used to eat back in the day. But now we have just another genetically modified food.
The wheat.
Right.
So our body, isn't adjusting to that well.
That's interesting. Interesting.
Just trying to kill us all off. That's all. Quick.
It's a lot of people trying to manufacture food but it's killing us in the end. So,
Right. Right now, I actually want to take a call from one of our viewers out there in viewer land. All right. So we have a caller on line 1. Caller, what's your name and where are you from?
Jackson Brown from Detroit.
Hi, Jackson from Detroit. What's your question, caller?
So you said that someone's 30 there. So how's it feel to be 30?
It still feels really great. I don't feel any different from my normal self. If anything, it's just reaffirming that people, I think, take me a little bit more seriously now. But other than that, I still feel pretty good.
Are you turning 30 soon, caller?
No, we're not going to say soon, but turning 30 one day, yes.
One day.
Okay.
Well, we'll all die one day, too, so.
Yes, we are, but
Touche.
not soon. I still have a year or so.
Okay.
All right. Caller, I actually have a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
How much do you love my show right now?
I think your show is amazing. It's really great.
Oh, thank you. I wasn't even fishing for that one.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Well, that is going to do it for our callers all the time we have. Caller, thank you so much for calling, Jackson from Detroit.
That's it okay, yeah, no problem.
All right. Thank you so much. Okay, everyone. So it's the end of our show. And through this season, I've gone through a lot of journeys and growing and that sort of thing. And I've actually become a father. So I'm glad to share that on the show and introduce you all to my child. Everyone, this is Zachary Ohaji Hairston. Say hello, Zach. Hey. This is also our show's mascot. He's the cutest little dog in the world. And he has a wet Peter right now. It's pretty gross.
Oh, no.
Because he probably just peed. So, he's not housebroken yet. So, but yeah, this is my son. This is Zachary Ohaji. Not to be confused with any of my sons out there in the TV land. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
But this is Zach. So, being a father has taught me patience. Ooh. It has taught me not to be so grossed out by things. It has taught me that you gotta sacrifice for these kids out here. Being a single parent is not the easiest. And so, congratulations to any single parent out there. Right, Zach? Right? Okay. He's very moody. He's kind of like me. So, anyway. Well, actually, you know what? I'm going to keep him up here so he doesn't run away. Anyway, everyone, I'd like to thank you for coming on to the Ian Harrison Show for my season finale. Raheem, Valerie. So this is it, everybody. This will be it. I'll be back in a little while. Just look out for me. I got picked up for another season, so I will be back, and we will be back with a bigger, better, more abrasive Ian Harrison show.
Booyah!
Please believe. So, as always, if you need to reach me over this little summer break that we're going to have, you can tweet me at officialkingian, or you can email me at officialkingian@gmail.com. Make sure you like the Facebook page. Tell a friend to subscribe to the YouTube channel. I will be posting some special little goodies over the summer in the meantime. So, yeah. I can't wait to see how big he gets when I come back. So.
The dog can't get any love.
Yeah. Oh, come here, Zio. You can call him Zio if you want to. Little Zachary Ohaji. So, all right. Oh. And on that note, we're getting out of here, folks. Have a great summer. Have a great everything else, and I will see you when I get back. Bye.